What's up guys, Seth here, back with another video on Marvel Contest Champions, and today I am back with a quick video because I have just reached the total amount that we need for getting the Ascended America Chavez piece. So for people that aren't aware, you can currently get these action figure pieces in the game where you can then trade in the Mysterium store to get a few different types of bundles regarding America Chavez. The main one is going to be for 100 of the action figure tokens. You can get 7-star America Chavez Ascension token, and a Mystic Ascension token, which is everything that you need to take her to Ascension level 1. If you end up with some excess of the pieces, you are also able to pick up a couple of other packs too. So there's one here, which is for 50 of the action figures, and that's for a 2 to 3 pump it up rank up gem for a 7-star and another version of America Chavez. So for 150 action figures, you would get America Chavez awakened at Ascension rank 1, and you could also use this gem on her as well. Seth from the future here. I was just going through the edit of this video, and I went back into game to get a screenshot of one of the little action figure things to put in the thumbnail, and I saw this bundle has now popped up since I got the original one. So it looks like if you do end up getting a bunch more of the action figure tokens, if you are someone that spends, you are going to be able to get an additional 2 of the America Chavez tokens for an additional 100 of the action figures. And that's going to be enough to take her to Ascension 2 as well. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to have enough of the action figures. I'm not planning on spending that much to get 100 of them. But if you are one of those people, just a little FYI that I wanted to just add in this section of the video too. Anyway, back to previous Seth. There's also another pack if you don't end up saving many of the action figures up. There's a pack regarding a 6-star America Chavez where you can also get a 4 to 5 6-star gem. So overall, not too bad. Now I have bought a couple of the daily deals over the time when this chase has been in the game, and you do pick those up from daily specials, monthly specials, and weekly specials, but I haven't done anything crazy. If you haven't bought anything regarding these action figures and you've just been doing it free to play, you'll be getting her soon as well. I don't know the exact figures of what you have right now at the maximum, but with what I've done, I can pick her up today. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, I already have America Chavez at a 7-star rank 4 SIG 200. So already absolute demon, absolute powerhouse. But the Ascension is really just going to give her that little extra boost, which I'm very excited for. So we're going to ascend her, and then I'm also going to hop into a quest and just see what that damage is looking like. We'll use our 100 action figures on getting these pieces. Bundle has been bought, and let's hop into our champions and ascend her. So we're going to use our America Chavez token and our Mystic token, and 0 gold needed for the Ascension 1, which is kind of nice. And there we are, Ascension rank 1. Now let me have a look and see what relic I think America Chavez should have on her too, because I don't think I've picked something too specific to her right now. You know, it actually doesn't look too bad. So I'll have the 5-star Iron Fist relic on there at the moment. Let me know if there's a better relic for America Chavez. But this one seems decent considering it's specific to heavy attacks, which you're doing a lot of with America Chavez, and also around the opponent having buffs, which is just good for any kind of Mystic champion typically too. So I think what we'll do first of all, the obligatory Realm of Legends fights to have a bit of a run with her as well. So let's just go in her completely plain, no synergies, just to see what she's looking like at that Ascension rank 1. Now Ascension doesn't bump up her stats too much, but I do think that it will help to make her a little bit, not that she's not relevant, but it's just that America Chavez has quite a basic kit. Unlike a lot of Mystic champions, she doesn't hold a lot of abilities that Mystic champions typically do. She does take advantage of buffs in certain ways, but not normally how Mystics do in their sort of nullifying and everything as well. So let's just have a look and see. Now, if you're not familiar with Chavez, the rotation for her is based on her little dimension charge. So you can see the little purple one up there. Her heavy attack basically has 3 hits, and wherever you end that heavy attack on, whether you interrupt it on the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd hit, that's where you'll see the different type of dimension gets activated. So let's go here, do one more heavy attack into a special 1. It'll bring us up close to a special 2. And then let's go for one more heavy attack into the special 2. So not bad. I really should have tried to maintain that other dimension up, but that's okay. Let's have a look and see what she's looking like in the Captain Marvel fight after this as well. So overall, at Ascension 1, rank 4, SIG 200, she got through that in 53 seconds. So not too quick for her rank, but I wasn't really playing her to the most optimal run. So let's have a look and see if we can improve that in this Captain Marvel fight. And with class advantage and Captain Marvel gaining a buff here and there, this should be a little bit better as well. So let's do the heavy attack to completion. Then we will do the heavy attack, do 2 hits of the heavy attack, interrupt it with the special 1. Do 1 hit of the heavy attack, interrupt it with the special 1. Do that again, special 2, and not dead. I'm surprised that she wasn't dead, but much better rotation, much faster fight, and that is going to be closing off at 32 seconds. That was a lot faster than I thought it was. Okay, I think what I'll do now, let me find a fight that has a decent bit of buffs, and we'll just see what her kind of peak damage is looking like with some of those dimensions up. All right, so we've got a quest here with some bigger opponents. We are currently in Act 9.4.4. On the Science and Mystic gated path. I've put together a bit of a team of some Hulks just because they have some attack, some crit rating, and a synergy with Chavez as well regarding her big bang damage, which is where she really gets a lot of her special 2 damage from. Now, there are the paradox buffs in here, which are going to increase the special attack damage a little bit, but I think it'll still be a good sort of show of America Chavez's relevance and her damage. So first up, we've got this Airwalker fight. So let's have a look. Let's get the other charge on here, and then go for the special 2 after this cycle and see where we're going to land for damage. So this defender has close to 1,000,000 health. So nearly double what the Realm of Legends fights have. And nearly dead in 1 cycle. Now obviously, Paradox is going to increase a bit of that special attack damage, but for a questing situation, that's kind of crazy. And obviously, Chavez was doing a lot of damage prior to this. She is at rank 4, so the Ascension is just a bit of an increase. But if you haven't played around with Chavez, if you haven't got her and you're going to be getting her for the first time during this event with the Ascension token as well, you're going to be having a great time. Looking back at it, it is kind of crazy how Chavez was one of the champions in the first release pool of 7 stars as well, because she just is so good of a champion. A lot of the other 7 stars, much alike when they add a new star level of, when they did 5 stars and 6 stars, they don't typically add all of the great champions until later on in it. There's still some champions that we don't have as 7 stars. And to have America Chavez as be one of the release pool champions, kind of crazy considering how cracked she is for certain things. Now we obviously aren't going to be taking advantage much of her extra bonus damage from dealing with buffs on the defender, because these people we've fought so far haven't had a whole lot of buffs. But even without that, it is a little bit ridiculous. Let's go for an extra charge on this fight with Dragon Man. Go for 1 more heavy and then drop the special 2. Damn. Okay. 47 seconds per fight, or like under a minute per fight for all of them so far, against, the top story progression in the game is a little bit cracked. Let's go for this Adam Warlock fight and see what she's going to do on here. Obviously, Adam Warlock is a bit of a time-wasting fight because he does have his special 2, which kind of has a decent amount of time in the fight where you just can't really do anything whilst he's sort of, whatever he's in, the cocoon, whatever you call it. And so with Chavez, that does punish her a little bit just because you're going to have your dimensions dropping off a little bit quicker. So we'll try and keep him to the special 1. Drop this, drop another special 1, get our 3rd dimensional charge. And then I think he's going to cocoon up here. Nope. Alright, let's relic in. Get that hit in. Special 2. He's stasis potting, but he's dead anyway. Even without the special 2 then, he was close to death. And under a minute fight again. So overall, I think America Chavez is an incredible champion without the Ascension, but for people that don't have many Ascended champions, in a chase where you can get her for free based off of the action figure items as well, you will be able to get enough of her if you've been completing all of the content and getting them with your Ascension and stuff to be able to get the full 100, to be able to get America Chavez and have her Ascended. And if you end up getting a lot more of the tokens as well, you can also get the rank up gem, which you can use for her as well. I think this is going to be a big boost for anyone's account if you don't already have Chavez. And that Ascension is just improving an already cracked champion just a little bit more. If you haven't gotten around to it yet, definitely farm up those action figures. Definitely get this champion because you will be missing out if you don't. But anyway, guys, that is really all I wanted to go over today. If you've got any questions about Chavez, leave it in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them there. If you've got any fights that you want to see Chavez do or see how she handles at the rank 4, SIG 200, now Ascension 1 as well, then let me know too, and I'll be happy to check those out for you also. And in the meantime, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.